Hi, let's first take a quick look at what this Chrome extension can do. I have just opened a repository that I have on my GitHub account, and I will go to a certain file that is inside of that repository. And notice those two buttons that have appeared on the right side of every line in this file. I can go put my mouse over those buttons, click, and the file should open. It doesn't always work the first time. That's a problem related with Sublime Handler. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Notice that I have pressed upon line 24, and that was the line where the cursor at Sublime text was put. I can make another example. Line 16. Line 16. So how do we install and configure this extension? We must go to the official repository, which is in this particular URL. We must go to release and download this file. I have already downloaded, so let's just cancel it. You have to unzip it. It is better to put it somewhere else, not in your desktop folder, so you don't overwrite it by accident or delete it. For the purpose of simplicity in this example, I will just leave it there. So now we must go to this other URL inside Chrome. Sorry. I'll do some quick changes in order to make this look more like what you will probably see if you're not if you don't tend to develop extensions for Chrome. Probably you will need to activate the developer mode first. And I haven't done yet the packaging of this extension. I have to do that in the future, but for now you can load it by pressing on that button, selecting the folder, and there it is. Now we can go to the options page, and we need to put the name of our repository and the local path for that repository in our local machine. We can add more than one. And save those changes. So now if I go to any file or even a commit, let's go to this commit and let's press here in this diff that I can see. And there it is, it opens. So I hope you like this extension. There is something very important you need to do before this can work. You need to configure your operating system in order to understand a certain URI scheme. If you're using a Mac, you can use something that's called Sublime Handler or something like that. I believe I did put the link to there here. So you must install this handler if you're using a Mac. If you're using Linux or Windows, there are other ways of configuring this URI handler. This is the URI handler you need to configure. So after you have done that, you will be able to use this extension without problems.